Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Something to note about prophetic ministry is that when the Lord speaks about a future occurrence, it sometimes manifests very quickly, and other times it takes decades to see its fulfillment on the earth. Quite often, after receiving a word, the Lord will bring some sort of confirmation about what I heard. At times, it's through other prophets who received something similar. In this word I'm about to share, the Lord spoke to me about a global famine. After he was done speaking, I went to my YouTube channel to check on a previous post. As soon as I opened the app, a decades-old video from a well-known prophet immediately popped up. The word he received then was quite lengthy, but in it he warned of a global famine and encouraged believers to get their houses in order, much like the word I had just received. Now, what I sensed was more about our spiritual house than our physical one, girding ourselves up in the Lord now in preparation for the days ahead. Again, only the Lord knows the timing of these events, but we do need to take the warning he gives seriously. Here's what I heard.
Though the earth may rumble and the ground quake beneath their feet, the inner stance of my children should remain unshaken, because they have put their trust in me. Therefore, even should a global famine unfold, covering every nation, they shall still be found rejoicing, for their hope is not based on anything found in this world. See then shall the storehouses be empty, and there will be very little to glean from the fields, as those crops which were used to sustain the people of earth shall know an extremely sparse harvest, as if struck with a blight or devoured by locusts. Thus shall there be great upheaval throughout the world. Then just as it was in the time of Joseph, when the entire nation of Egypt faced scarcity and starvation, so it shall be again, yet in a much broader sense. For like a plague shall this famine spread upon every shore, where many who have never gone without will suddenly know the discomfort of deprivation and lack. But surely shall I intervene, so that mankind continues to multiply upon the earth. For if he were left to his own devices, indeed would he cease to exist, as those who are hungry for power, in their maniacal quest to limit the world's population, shall accomplish this end, unless my hand prevents its occurrence. As such, have I already taken measures to ensure that they do not succeed with their scheme. But they shall, however, cause quite a bit of trouble before they are fully stopped. It would seem, then, that the world is not without hope, though the wicked still continue to plot and plan. For right under their noses, I have already outmaneuvered them by creating alternate means to replenish the world's storehouses. As such, shall I bring forth in the very near future new and innovative ways of farming, which shall prove to be more beneficial for producing truly sustainable food. So then know that there is more to this great awakening than one might think. For not only shall spiritual eyes be opened, but upon their supernatural arousing, new ideas will be birthed, as Holy Spirit shall breathe life into that which lay dormant, causing the new to abound across the earth. It is then that the sacred and the secular shall know a joining, as I have created specific intersections through which believers shall advance these divinely inspired innovations. The days ahead, therefore, should not be viewed with dread, but instead with eager anticipation, as there shall be great strides made in the taking of ground for my kingdom. This means that much enemy-occupied territory shall be reclaimed for me and my higher purposes. Thereby shall Satan suffer significant losses during this season, those which he shall not easily regain. Even still shall the households of man be shaken, yet some regions more so than others. For surely shall these areas be hit the hardest with scarcity and starvation. Thus will there be a collective groaning heard coming from the people of earth. And while these words echo those which have been previously uttered, still this foretelling is meant to remind the elect of what is coming, so that they are not caught off guard by its appearance. Remember then, dear ones, that simply because a prophetic word is given regarding a future event does not mean it shall immediately unfold. For oftentimes many years shall pass before that occurrence manifests, as was with Joseph and the famine in Egypt. For surely did I utter a warning to prepare, 7 years before catastrophe hit. Hear me then, dear ones, and heed this word of warning to set your house in order now, so that you are more than prepared for the trying times which lie ahead for the world. However, do not be overtaken by worry about what shall transpire, nor lean upon your own understanding when determining what you shall do to ready yourself for this coming adversity. Instead, look to me for the answer as to how to best navigate the choppy waters ahead, as those who submit to my direction shall find I have already laid a clear path.
Thanks again for joining me today.